Okay, now we're finally getting into grammar. We're finally getting into the basic sentence structure of Hmong. It's very, very simple. It's noun slash pronoun plus the verb plus the predicate. Now, it's very similar to English in that it goes subject, verb, predicate. That is the general sentence structure for Hmong. You might find some differences from English. And so don't always count on this, but this is the overall general sentence structure for Hmong. And also, if you've learned another language, maybe like Spanish, Japanese, German, French, you'll notice that those languages have conjugations. Hmong does not have any conjugations whatsoever. And so you're going to be pretty happy about that because that definitely helps smooth things over. It's a lot easier to figure out how to say a sentence in Hmong, so you don't have to worry about who's talking. You don't have to worry about what tense you're in. You don't have to worry about prepositions because I know Finnish does prepositional conjugations. Um, I love languages, and so I've studied a little bit in everything pretty much. But this is amazing. Hmong does not have any conjugations, and so that makes me extremely happy. And so in this next part, I'm going to go over some examples. Um, I'm not going to explain too much of the other grammar that's going on in the sentence. I'm just going to show you that the basic sentence structure is noun pronoun plus the verb plus the predicate, not necessarily like what the grammar is behind the verb or the grammar is behind the predicate. I'll get to those in other videos, but this one's just to show you in general what the sentence structure is. And so I'll see you in that next part. Okay, so here we have our examples. I'm going to read them and then I have the translation right below. And so this just shows the general overall sentence structure for Hmong. It's very, very simple. And so this video is actually going to be pretty short, thankfully, because there are other grammar principles that we're going to go over. But this one's just to introduce you to the sentence structure. But anyways, the examples I have. So the first one will be Guyomika or Guyomeka. There are two different pronunciations for the word meka or American. It's mika or meka. It really doesn't matter which one you say, but you'll find that more people over in Thailand and Laos, they say meka, and people over in America, they more likely say mika. And so that'll be a slight difference. But anyways, this one just shows that the sentence structure is I am American. Subject, verb, predicate. I is the subject, am is the verb, American is the predicate, the rest of the sentence. So you see that it's extremely simple, and just like English pretty much, except there's no conjugation. Check it out. Anyways, the next example that I have is Nu Nyoti Taite, which means he or she is in Thailand. And so you see that nu is the subject, the noun or the pronoun. Nyo is the verb. The taite is the rest of the sentence, the predicate. So he or she is in Thailand. Pretty simple, right? So the next example I have is Lo ta to wa ho lu. And so that means they are currently working. So you have lo, which means they, ta to, which means currently, wa ho lu, which means working. And so that would pretty much just mean they are currently working. Now you have Có nhìn từ Hmong. Có nhìn từ Hmong. So that means you are reading Hmong. Because it's true, you are reading Hmong. But anyways, you'll see that Có is you, nhìn từ Hmong. So nhìn would be like to read. Từ Hmong would be Hmong. And so you are reading Hmong. And so you have you, the subject, are reading the verb phrase, and then Hmong. And so I told you I wasn't going to explain the subtle little grammar parts of the sentence, but as you can see, these have just subject and then the verb and then the rest of the sentence. Except on Lau Ta Tho Wa Ho Lu, it kind of um, 我好lu means like to work, but 我 would be the verb in that sense, and 好lu would be like a job. So 我好lu would be working. And so, as you can see right there, that is not an exception to the rule. It literally just means they are currently doing work. So I just wrote out the connotation pretty much. They are currently working. But anyway, so this video is pretty short. That just shows the basic sentence structure of Hmong, and so I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.